What's up, guys? How we doing? So we're gonna do another Who's at Fault video today. Those seem to do pretty good. It allows me to, educate you on things you might not know about driving and, kind of call people out that put other people's lives in danger because they don't want to wait for a stop sign. I think you should be able to see this just fine with me in it. It's just reading Reddit posts and whatnot that's too small. So hopefully this works out. We'll give it a go. This is the same video we watched last time, but it's a 4-hour video. So we're just going to watch snippets of it and we'll come back to it. No deaths. I'm not a monster. Well, this is a confusing looking intersection. All right, so we got turn left, two lanes, go straight, turn right here. Okay? See how he plays it. He goes into the middle.
My gosh.
What the hell? Where was he even planning to go? What? I guess you gotta turn in right. No, there's no way to turn in here.
Had the green light.
Oh my Jesus Christ. How do you turn into this place? Right here? It doesn't look like there's a turn in. It must be, yeah, this is a right turn in. So it looks like to turn into here, there must be another part of the parking lot. Because this doesn't look like you can turn in here unless you're turning right through here. So this guy just doesn't know what he's doing.
Oh my gosh. Wow. This person in the white Suburban had the green light, and this old lady turned right in front of him.
Well, not just that, but they were turning into a parking lot they couldn't even turn into. Okay, y'all are going way too fast down these streets. The speed limit's got to be like 20 miles per hour. I don't understand. How? Just how? If you're this car, how? Don't get that one. Thank you, Captioner. Van pulled out in front of truck. Once again, staring at your phone. Like just...
That's my fault.
Yeah, that is your fault. I'm glad we actually took accountability here. That's rare. Rare. Accountability. Somebody said that's my fault. Usually they would just get mad, get embarrassed, and blame the other guy. Such an avoidable encounter. I was texting. Talk text is your friend, guys. You can literally, if you have an iPhone, you can literally have Siri send any message that you want.
Done this before.
Did you say done this before? This one's like... This one... Wrecks like this, dude, are the ones that piss me off the most. You had this much time. Sure, the Jeep shouldn't be trying to pull out with this much time left, but you're right here and you see that the Jeep is pulling out. Okay? Whether he's going short, what the Jeep should have done is went into the middle turn lane, waited for the truck to pass, and then got over. That's what the Jeep should have done. But either way, if you're right here, this is what, 100 yards? 100 feet? So you have more than enough time to just lightly tap your brake, let him in. But instead he speeds the fuck up and hits him. And I think that sums up you truck drivers in a whole right there. Now dislike this video. You're both clowns. My God, and he tries to blame it on the rain. Did you see that? He's like, it got done raining. Dude, you had enough space that you barely needed to brake. You wouldn't have slid. Way to take accountability there. anything from these videos, it's please, for the love of God, get a dash cam. And this, my friends, is called being an impatient asshole. You don't get on the shoulder to pass people. You are at fault. Woman turned in front of me. You're never supposed to be there. So you are going to be at fault there. Hate to break that one to you, but you can't get on a shoulder to pass people. That isn't legal. So, yeah, she turned in front of you, but she isn't going to be found at fault if you provided that video evidence, because you're not supposed to get it. This is not a lane. This is a shoulder. That person that did that, you just went, I'm going to follow the monkey, and did it. So you are at fault here because you're not supposed to be doing this. Now, this person here, I'm glad that we're getting this situation. Stop letting people turn. You're not helping. Whenever you stop and you let someone turn and you're like, yeah, it's okay, it's clear, you're causing a blind spot. Now, there shouldn't be a blind spot here because this person shouldn't be driving on the shoulder. But either way, if this person would have just kept driving, then this wouldn't have happened. But the guy driving on the shoulder will be at fault here. He can pull out the, he had no insurance. I'm sure he's saying that because he found out that his insurance won't cover it. Provided this video footage, he would be found at fault. But, yep, he had no insurance, and that's why your insurance didn't cover it, I'm sure. Did this guy kind of wait to the last second? Yeah, but look at how much space he has right here. Look at how much space he has right here. If you're the truck, you just lightly tap the brake, let him over. You know it's ending. So the problem is these guys have such big trucks that barely any damage is caused to their vehicles, so they have no problem causing a wreck. Plenty of space here. Like, look at that. Plenty of space. No excuse. And he just speeds up and doesn't let him over. This is who's telling you how to vote. Oh, and surprise, surprise, Texas. I was literally just about to say that. Probably a Texas license plate. Imagine that. Everything's bigger than Texas except dicks and brains. Insurance is handling it. It's the other driver's fault. Yeah, I'm sure. No insurance in the history of on Earth will look at this video and find this driver at fault. So you're lying through your fucking teeth. Thinking a Ford would yield to a big truck. I got a big truck, so I'm more important than anybody else out here. Yes, whether it's law or not, you're generally, even if you have a yield sign or not, you yield to traffic. But he had enough time. You close down that gap. There's no way insurance is fucking taking your side here. And I love that enthusiastic dude, as if he wasn't expecting that shit to happen. As if you didn't deliberately choose to make this happen right here. Dude! Like, you caused that. You're an asshole, and I bet the insurance, I'm glad you think that somehow videoing it changes reality for you. Just avoidable. A, why aren't you checking your mirrors? Literally, why aren't you giving her more space? Like, another truck one. Is it just a fucking genetic mutation that once you buy a truck, you turn into the stupidest person on earth? I don't get it, man. Like, you're not giving this person any room to back out. You're just fucking sitting here. Like you're waiting on your 14-year-old girlfriend to get off of her shift. I don't get it. Now, this person obviously shouldn't have backed up into you. They should have went the other way. If they would have backed up and went this way, they would have been fine. I think. It would have been hard not to make the front hit it, but my point is, you're just sitting there, dumbass. No, I don't care to read your entire page full of how you managed to cause a wreck in a fucking parking lot. Jesus Christ. Let me guess, he's gonna try to... Oh, hey, I truck. I don't need a turn signal or need to check my mirrors. I truck. Especially Ford. I have a Ford tramp stamp. Wanna see? I'm not trying to pick on people with trucks. You do it to yourselves. And I had the unfortunality of seeing it every day on the road as well. You guys are fucking idiots. You think because you have a big vehicle that means you're untouchable. But Daddy's not going to keep buying you the same vehicle. I hope you know that. Oh my god. No turn signal. Trying to cross multiple lanes. What an asshole. You change one lane at a time, ladies and gentlemen. You look at your mirrors, you check your blind spots, then you go over to the next lane. Then, if you need to go to the next lane, you go over to the next lane if it's clear. Don't ever try to cross multiple lanes like that at once, ever. Because your mirror is not going to pick up that second lane until you get in that lane. And by then, you could have a blind spot. Don't do that. If you missed your exit and you got to get over 3 lanes to get to it, just miss the exit. Okay? Like, don't try to do shit like that. Alright? No turn signal. Oh, he did decide to put it on last second, because that's how turn signals should be used when you can't see them. Just an asshole. Just, I'm gonna come over anyway. Are you gonna hunt him down? I would hunt him down. Well, no, I wouldn't. Not with a kid in the car, but 10 years ago. Wow. You did a really bad job of that. Like, you, what the fuck? That's all you, brother. I mean, yes, this guy sucks for what he did, but if you're gonna make the decision to track him down to get his license plate, like, goddamn. 25 miles per hour exit ramp, and you're going way too quick, trying to catch up to him, swerving. That's all you at this point. That's all you. You should have just called the cops. But now, you know, your insurance ain't gonna cover that shit. I thought I was going to die. Okay, Mr. Dramatic. Oh my god, these are my favorite. Somehow you wreck in a parking lot. Let's see how. I mean, is it that hard? Is it that hard? How do you get your license, people? I see this every day. People backing up or backing into parking spaces, and it takes them like 30 minutes to do it. Like, it's not that hard. Like, understand. No depth perception at all.
Hey, they're in the car. At least we don't have to run. Yeah.
Now, I would block him in because he's going to try to run, clearly.
Well, look at the front of their car already. It's not their first time. It has a big old dent on. Is she having to explain?
Yeah, does dumb shit not realize what he just did? He's gonna run. Why didn't you let him? Okay. Why didn't you keep him from leaving? Alright, so we got a yellow light. Here's exactly what's about to happen, and I have not seen this. This car right here is going to go ahead and turn left, even though this guy can beat the yellow light. And that's who the yellow light is for. Not the fucking person turning left. Watch. Called it. You're going to be at fault every single time for that. Because the person that has the yellow light is oncoming traffic. You are secondary to that person. If they're trying to beat the yellow light, then you yield to them doing so. Then you turn left. Really, you shouldn't be out in the middle in that situation because that means you had no break in traffic to begin with. So you just pulled out into the middle and then decide, oh, yellow light, red light, that means a free, I get to go now. Fucking idiots. An uninsured driver failed to yield. Yep. He just saw the yellow light and went, oh, it's my turn. No, it's not. Unless there's not a car coming. And just so you know, everybody seems to get this confused. You are running a red light in that situation. If, I've explained this over and over again, if you pull into the middle and you're turning left and, you know, you sit behind the line until you see a break in traffic, then you pull into the middle, right? Once that break in traffic happens, you turn. But what people do is they don't see a break in traffic. They just pull into the middle and then they wait for the yellow light and then they just go. Or wait until the red light and just go. That's called running a red light. If you see a break in traffic, pull out to the middle, and in the process of that, the light turns red, that's not turning a red light. But if you're just sitting in the middle waiting for the light to turn red so you can fucking turn, that is running a red light. Just so you know. People don't understand what the hell that rule is. Alright, what do you think's gonna happen? Do you think truck's gonna try to turn left? Or do you think this car is gonna try to turn right? Or do you think somebody's gonna come flying through the side? I think truck's gonna try to turn left. Wow, didn't see that one coming. Oh, that's a Ford Ranger. I had one of those. What a dipshit. Yeah, my first vehicle was a maroon 1996 Ford Ranger. It was a cute little truck, dude. I liked it quite a bit, and it had a grill on the front of it. It was a present from my stepdad. Graduation gift. I mean, it had like 200,000 miles on it, but it was a badass little truck, and I got a touchscreen stereo and installed it myself with the help of YouTube videos because I wasn't going to pay somebody $400 to do it for me. So I learned how to crimp wires and a lot of things. All right, how are we going to wreck in a parking lot again? Oh, truck enters the scene. I wonder how. What an awesome person. What a gigantic just piece of actual garbage. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I was actually about to compliment him and say, way to back up, way to give him room. Also, this is... Okay, it's pretentious to sit here and back up into parking spots and take 30 minutes to do so, but this truck just going, oh my god, I don't have the time. Like, you could have backed into this space, then went around over here. So many different options, but nope, I have big truck, I'm not gonna wait. If I have to wait 20 seconds, I'm going to die. That's the amount of time I could pump my sister/wife. I could do it 3 times in that amount of time. 20 seconds? That is too much life to waste. Have fun paying for that car. It's a fucking Lexus. Ooh, look at this. It's foggy as hell. Sands. Oh, another truck. That's an asshole. Like, you guys think I'm being mean, but I'm not, dude. This is how truck drivers are. I don't get what your deal is, dude. Do you think that having a big truck makes you invincible? Do you, like, did your daddy give the driver instructor a handy to get you a license? What is the deal with truck drivers? Seriously, I have never in my life seen somebody in a truck drive correctly. Ever. That's not me making a joke. That's not me being funny. That is an actual observation that I'll get disliked for saying. But I don't really give a shit when you're putting others' lives in danger because you feel tall in your truck, but then get out in your 300 pounds of sheer beer belly. It's fucking embarrassing. Holy shit. We gotta go. We got an Instacart order at the end, and that's a long story in itself. I don't feel like I can talk about it without being too mean, so I'm not going to. But I hope you enjoyed this video of basically trucks showing you just how pro-life they are and just how big their egos are, unlike everything else in their body. Bye.